Hey out there, everyone. It's me again, Justin, and I haven't been around since maybe mid-July with the Love and Mercy review and one of the boxes that was sent to me. I've just had a lot on my plate to do, and just not a whole lot to want to record. Hold on, not too much items to record, I should say. But with the past weekend of some stuff I got, the record show, and some other stuff that I'd like to tell everyone. But first off, I was at the record show, and my friend Jeff had bought one of these for me back when it was Record Store Day. And so I was able to finally get a copy of the Session 64. I don't know if this is considered an EP. I do know it's, if you own this, you'll notice it's smaller than a record but bigger than a 45. So, anyway, listened to it yesterday. It's awesome. Listened to I Can See Right Through You, the backing track to Go Away Boy. That was pretty cool to hear. I think I've only heard that maybe once. So anyway, got that, and then also bought very cheaply, but I had wanted to get before. It's nothing huge or discovery, but it's an oldies package. But it's got the main thing I wanted on it was New York's a Lonely Town by the Trade Winds. I hadn't had on vinyl at all, so I typically don't see the Trade Winds records out there. I don't really know much about them, but that's one song that I really wanted to get. And I believe this Sunday Kind of Love, that's a Jan and Dean song, or at least they've covered it early on, I believe, in their career. So, and then there are Beach Boys as Surfin', and actually it doesn't. I'll get to that in just a sec. And then another random thing here, Surfin' Safari, is by the Beach Boys. Not the Beach Boys, but Beach Boys. Which is really weird. Like, why would you do that? And notice it's Surfing Safari. Isn't that just Surfin' Safari? There's a lot of apostrophes and INs and Beach Boys lore, titles and lyrics and whatnot. Anyway, what I was going to say, and then here's the back. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking. I just thought it was interesting because I had New York's a Lonely Town, and that's the kind of stuff I've been trying to promote at my Facebook group of related artists. And so I did pop this on yesterday and listened a little bit. Noticed a few things when I popped it out, that this Springboard label is also the same label to my 1962 Beach Boys record that came out in the 70s. It's all the high-end Dorinda Morgan sessions mixed in with like the Frogmen and some other recordings that aren't Beach Boys related. But it was by the same Springboard label, which I thought was interesting. So side one did have Surfing Safari, and then also that was side two. Sorry, side one had New York's a Lonely Town, and it said Surfing, and I thought, maybe this is the Hyde Morgan sessions. I talked to someone about this, and we thought it must have been that on these, because those were easily produced because of the copyright issues. And so that's why you have so many of those releases with Lost and Found disc and all those sessions being released. But it's not Surfin', it's actually Surfin' USA. totally not the right track, which is kind of weird. And it's just the basic version that is on everything. And the Surfing Safari is the basic version that's on, you know, the album itself, uh, not the height Dorinda Morgan sessions. Also wanted to point out, if you're part of my Facebook group or Facebook friend, you would have seen that we completed our wall of sound. And so top row is my fiance Becca's. Got great taste, and this theme was our favorite album cover art. No, she picked Smiley Smiley over there, which is awesome. And then it's really hard to see somewhat because of the glare, but that's Florence and the Machine. Thirdly there, or fourthly, and then I picked out a few that's Fleet Foxes there above the record player, and Harry Nilsson, and a bootleg of the Butcher cover, and their Satanic Majesty's Requests Rolling Stones album.
Billy Joel shout out.
River Dreams, of course, up there, and She and Him. River Dreams, I got her for Christmas. Special re-release. Anyway, two things regarding the next thing I'm about to talk about. My friend Randy gave me some literature, and actually some of it's some duplicate books that I already have. So I'm thinking of giving them away, the duplicates. I'd rather... I feel like I've been blessed with such awesome friends who have just given me these things over the years that I feel like I should pass on that generosity. And so some of the things that I have to give away, and I haven't got everything under control with that. It's probably going to be a first come, first serve thing, but I don't know about the shipping and handling, how I'm going to handle that, because that's a lot of money to just throw out there to give people books. But I don't in any way want to sell these or anything. But I have the 33 and a third Pet Sounds book, and then the first edition of John Tobler and Andrew G. Doe's chronological guide to Beach Boys. This would be the first one that I don't think it goes up to the mid-90s, I believe. The one with the blue cover covers later on stuff like, I think, Hawthorne, CA, and the Brian Wilson CD with California Feeling on it. So there's those. Also got this one. I'm really wanting to find a great home to all these. This is one of my favorite books. It's very, very wordy, but it's for music geeks that you would really enjoy this. A few others. This is one of the thinner John Tobler books. Some of the earlier stuff that was given out, but it has great pictures and great condition. I do believe I have an extra copy of this. This is one of the better. It reminds me of the Beatles anthology book with its size and just awesome full pictures. So I'd be happy to give that out. The only understanding I would like to say is, I've never sold any of these, and I been given all these, so I want to say that if I give these to you, I really hope that you wouldn't just go out and sell it. For one, you're probably not going to make that much money. It's more worth to the reader and the fan than it is to sell it on Amazon or eBay. This is their quotes book in their own words. And then I think I have a copy of the Paul Williams How Deep is the Ocean essays book. I'll have to check on that one. But I also have an extra copy of The Nearest Faraway Place, which is I think Timothy White of Rolling Stone magazine wrote that, very in depth. Believe I have an extra copy of it. So I will, if you'd like to message me, email me, Facebook message me through this. I did say it'll be first come, first serve, but for the most part, depending on how many people respond, it might be one book per customer, just to make things fair. We'll see how things turn out. If not a lot of people respond, then, we'll see how that goes. Now here's the chunk of books I didn't have. I believe I might have a copy of Heroes and Villains, but it's a different edition. This is the first edition, hardcover. And let's see. This is one of the newer Brian Wilson biographies that I hadn't been able to get. It's fairly new. It's from the Icons of Pop Music series, I believe. I'd seen it on Amazon many a times. This, I was really excited that I got this. This is I think it's one of the first biographies that's been done over the Beach Boys. It's got some great pictures. It only goes up to 1976. I'm really excited to see what this all has to say, because I feel like there's some stuff that's been rose-tinted glasses when looking back in the past, and there's some stuff that, okay, we're not going to mention the drug use or the bad times. I'm not really sure. I've not read this, so we'll see how that goes. Really excited that I got this. I've had my eye on it for a while. I know it released a couple of years ago, and I knew it was quite expensive. It was about $40, and I didn't know how big it was, but I thought at the time, I was like, man, why is this book so expensive? But I can see how big it is, compared to the Andrew G. Doe book. It's a quarter the size. Not that that has anything to do with it, but I'm just saying as far as price. And the pictures in this are really high quality, good stuff. And I know the author of this book really put a lot of time into this, and is very proud of it. I remember reading about it. So fairly excited about getting this one. And I had the Brian Priest. I don't know how to say it, if it's just Brian Priest Press. I had the copy of this that had the illustration on the cover of the young guy's younger in a car. It's kind of falling apart. Plus, I didn't realize it, but this one has a lot more color pictures and weird illustrations. Oh, that's weird. And some of them are rather cool and different, and I've never seen them anywhere. So I know this isn't the most reliable book, but I'm pretty excited about getting back into this, reading it. But that's pretty cool. Help Me Rhonda with all the Judy, Marcella, Lana, Annalie, Deirdre, Wendy, Barbie, Mona, Caroline, and Barbara Ann. That's pretty cool, weird illustrations, but that's something we fans know all about, the weirdness of the Beach Boys. Of course, I do have a copy of this, but I believe this to be a first edition. Um, I believe the one I have is a slightly thicker and says revised edition up here. And how I know this came out early is that it actually has Dominic Priory's autograph in it. So that's pretty awesome too. I'm really looking forward to that. Back to the Beach reader. I've read this from a library, I believe. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. Glad that I finally have it. Love this cover. We're just gonna express how awesome this one is. The 60s Mojo issue came. I already have it, but this one came with the 45 with Cabin Essence and Wonderful that came out before the Smile Sessions box set. And then this is like almost the holy grail of some stuff I've been looking for. It's one of the Dumb Angel Gazettes. I think it came out before Look, Listen, Vibrate, Smile. This has a lot to going on with Brian's first solo album. There's some really cool pictures of him in there from that time, and it's got some great stuff in it, and I'm really excited to dig into it. So, good stuff. So that's about it as far as all that goes. But anyways, if you are up for receiving a book possibly from me, please message me, comment, email me, plankjustin@gmail.com. Message me on Facebook, find me on my Facebook group, and we'll try to figure something out as far as shipping and handling and what books need to be received. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this and hope to come to you sooner with a future video with something else. Take care, and we'll see you.